Okay, this is a bit dramatic, but I'm going to make this prediction anyway. The death of European club football as we know it has begun. Now, Europe's always been the place, right? Not just for European stars, but even for South American players like Maradona, Messi, Ronaldo, they all came to Europe to play football. But those days are numbered because we're living in a new world. In just 2 years, Saudi Arabia has gone on a talent poaching mission and they hit Europe hard. Here's how it's breaking down. Point number one, Saudi Arabia has taken over golf and they're making a huge dent into European football. Tennis will soon be an attraction, and there's also going to be a Saudi cricket league. It's not just going to stop with these sports. Anyone who hasn't seen this or doesn't realize what's happening is just plain ignorant. Point number two, I can assure you that the other countries in the Middle East like Qatar and Abu Dhabi are not going to be left behind. They are going to make their move sooner rather than later. They already have Formula One races, tennis tournaments, and oh yes, Qatar also has already hosted the World Cup. Point number three, Europe and the rest of the world cannot compete with these countries when it comes to money. Point number four, right now Europeans are sitting on their high horses saying that players are leaving just for the money, and they're right. But in a few years from now, these leagues will have the best players in the world, and some of their teams will be able to compete with Europe's best and maybe even beat them. Let me be clear. I'm not saying that the Saudi League will be the best league in the world. All I'm saying is that European football dominance is not going to be the same again. Now, this has annoyed a lot of people. Former English players like Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher have had issues with what is going on. Carragher said that this sports washing must be stopped. It's amazing how they have issues with players going to Saudi Arabia, but they have no issue with the Saudi investment fund owning Newcastle and Abu Dhabi owning Manchester City. That's fine, I guess. Whether it's Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher, or whoever it is that feels that this is wrong, they have to accept reality. The Saudi League may have started with poaching players who are past their prime, but now they're getting players who are still under 30 and in their prime. Now, as far as this accusations of sports washing go, you know what? I'm not even going to get into it. Whether it's sports washing or not, that's a debate for another time. All I'm saying is that the world has kind of clearly said what they feel on it, and they say, who cares? The most important people in this are the players. And let's be clear, if Ronaldo, Benzema and Neymar have moved, the players don't have any issue with it. And where the players go, that's where the eyeballs and the fans will go. The only thing that Europe has, which it will take multiple decades and generations to do, is build that team loyalty. Whether it be United, Barcelona, Real, Liverpool, that kind of fandom will not immediately transfer over to Al Hilal and Al Ittihad. But even so, the death of Europeans' dominance of football has begun. What do you think? Thanks for watching Sportify.